What up with your crap and Mooch and Jay with?
Wake on up, it's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap Show.
Mooch, Crap, J-Dub.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
Hey, Mooch and Crap. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Mooch and Crap. What up, Mooch and Crap and Jay?
What's up, Mooch and Crap? What's up, J-Dubs?
Hello, Mooch and Crap.
What up, Mooch? What up, Crap?
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? You guys have the best damn podcast on YouTube, bar none.
Who cares?
Good morning, everybody. That is hysterical. Love to wake up to all day saying who cares, because it is that situation a lot of times, right? With a lot of arguments, a lot of this, a lot of that, and sometimes it just comes down to who cares. But you know what? A lot of great things happened in the past 24 to 48 hours, but a lot to talk about. Before we do that, let me introduce my co-partner here, the Crap Gamer. Crap, good morning and happy Sunday to you.
Hey, what's going on, man? Happy to be back. It seems like it's been forever since we've done this show, but yeah, it's good to be back at a good time when there's a lot of stuff going on right now, a lot of hot news.
Yeah.
Almost a weird situation because we've got obviously voicemails and people can call in on Skype, but there's honestly so much to talk about. You know, just with the other stuff, you know, but there
really is, Crap. I was even listening back to Xbox Nation and Crossfire, and me and you were kind of just debating each other for like about 35 minutes on each show, which is great because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of discussion. Before we get into that, I got a bunch of things to talk about this morning, as do you. Let's introduce JW himself. J-Dubs, what's up this morning, buddy? He may be taking a call, though, already. I already heard the phone ring.
Yep.
Jay, chime in when you get a chance. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to hear you in this new year. But yeah, it is the new year, right? I mean, here we are, 2018, starting it off on the right foot. Xbox Nation, Crossfire, big numbers. People are coming in. A lot of Xbox people are pumped, Crap, right? A lot of rumors came out this past week.
Yeah.
You were kind of like taking both sides of the rumors, saying, yeah, pro this, not so much that. But I mean, ultimately, it is a good thing to hear about all the things that are coming in. You can hear the executives are kind of pumped. They're tweeting out.
Yeah, I mean, Greenberg is talking a lot more than normal. So I think that's something that's pretty cool and has fans excited.
Right.
You know, like apparently they're going to talk PubG numbers this week. And apparently they're better than he expected even.
Well, isn't that something, Crap? We know they don't ever talk, right? They never talk numbers. So when numbers happen to come out, it's usually larger than expectations, right?
Well, I think the big reason would be that it's not a first-party game, so they don't really have control over the numbers. And I'm sure that Bluehole wants to talk numbers all they can. So, you know, I think that's probably what it comes down to.
What do you think ultimately is Bluehole's main goal here, Crap? Is it
getting that game on as many platforms as possible?
Really?
I mean, they would want that thing on a watch if they could. You know, like I mean, that's probably breaking records, and you know, that's probably what it's all about for them. They don't care about. I don't think that they care so much about. I mean, they already obviously got a ton of money, right, from what's happening. But I think what they more or less care about is their product being everywhere on everything. So,
yeah, I mean, my thing is this, you know, and I understand that because, like, if you say everything, right, everything just sounds great. Everything sounds wonderful. But, like, take, for example, Titanfall 2. Which was, you know, on everything. And Titanfall 1 was only on Xbox and PC. And we had, these numbers are a year and change old, but but they crossed the 10 million marker on Xbox One and PC on Titanfall, and then when it was everywhere, right, on Titanfall 2, we haven't even heard 10 million anywhere yet. So everywhere doesn't mean more money all the time, folks. Let's just keep that in mind, okay? That's just the way it is. Everywhere doesn't mean more. Listen, Beats, Beats the headphones?
Yeah.
They signed exclusively with Apple, but before that, Beats was on everything, right? You can still play Beats on everything, but why did they lock in with Apple? Why? Why did these companies...
They gave Dr. Dre a bunch of money?
Absolutely. They gave the entire company a lot of money. Yes, Dre being one of them. Like, my whole point is this, crap. If you're Bluehole, I think if you're just sitting back on your laurels and just saying, well, this press and blah, blah, blah will just carry us to the promised land, I think that you should strike while the iron's hot and let Microsoft give you a big check, and then let Microsoft decide if it's going to go all over the place like they did with Minecraft, etc.
CPSN says they needed it on as many platforms before copycats beat them to it. They know it. Call of Duty Battle Royale is now available in Asian servers. Not true. I have no interest in playing a Battle Royale mode on any other game like Fortnite. I don't give a crap about those other games. It's the name, first of all. The second of all, I mean, you can play a Minecraft type game,
right?
That's not Minecraft, or you're gonna play Minecraft. You're gonna play PubG or a PubG ripoff. I'm gonna play PubG because even though it's not running the greatest, it's still, in my opinion, the original, the best, and just so addicting. Like, I don't get that feeling. Or that I would get that feeling from any other game that tried to rip that off. It just wouldn't happen.
I do agree with you.
There might even be some successful ones out there.
Yeah.
Like, there's some successful Minecraft ripoffs that have sold millions of copies. But guess what? When you still look at Minecraft, it's still like 200 million copies deep or whatever. So you might have some other versions do well, but that doesn't mean it's gonna eclipse it, or they better watch out. You know what I mean? PUBG is the name. It's like McDonald's, man. The name was what it's all about. It's not, there's competition, right?
Right.
There is, but McDonald's is the name, and people, obviously prefer that. So
yeah, no, I'm saying shout out to a few people. The Xbox Pope is here. I see Blue is here. Shout out to Sub-Zero. Thank you for that in the chat. Appreciate it. A lot of great people here today. Lethal. The list goes on. G-Man.
Lethal Papa in there probably butting heads, man, early.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't come to a show without his boxing gloves.
I know, man. He's always ready to throw a few punches, man. He's in there jabbing, man, jabbing.
Punk Dish, what's up?
Hey, we got Matty Beast. Damn, I haven't seen Matty Beast in a long time. Wow,
Matty Beast. That is great to have him back. Matty Beast, we need a call in him. Who knows? You may have even called in for today. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got Xbox One, 4K, lots of cool stuff going on, man. Appreciate your guys' support. It's good to be back out here doing a live show. Did we get a call, or was that just Jay?
I'm not sure. Jay, did we get a call earlier?
No, that was just me with my stupid microphone not working properly.
Oh, gotcha. Same thing.
Technical difficulty.
If you guys do want to call in, Skype MC Space Mornings,
yes,
and we'll be happy to chat with you. Maybe you guys got an opinion on this Digital Foundry stuff, right? Busted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on, Mooch and Crap were right again.
Yeah, it really isn't that true, Crap. I mean, how many times do we have to sit here and say the media is biased, and people don't want to agree? The thing is this is a big deal. This is a big deal, folks.
It is. You know what? It's a bigger deal than people realize, because when you, like, this by itself, people might go, oh, well, this happens. But here's the problem, right? Digital Foundry are in such a hurry to test games and to prove that the Xbox One X version of any game is worse, that they don't wait for patches, or they put their misinformation out there, and that's a bit of a problem. Not only that, that in and of itself maybe isn't bad, but when you start thinking about the other things that I brought up before, like how fast did they test the resolution on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare from a commercial,
right,
to kind of prove that the resolution wasn't 1080p?
Where's the resolution test, Crap, for God of War?
I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. Where
is
Detroit Become Human resolution and frames per second test? Where's the they showed some, what the hell is that Ico game? Shadow of the Colossus remake. Where's the resolution and test on that and stuff? They don't do them, right? But they were quick to do Sunset Overdrive and tell everybody it's 900p, 30 frames per second.
And Quantum Break, 720p checkerboard, and that is
unacceptable.
Bad.
Yes,
that is bad.
They really trashed that game. Yeah, so I mean, that's really that shows that they have a bit of favoritism. And then people might go, but crap, they really praised the Xbox One X when they were unveiling it and stuff. Here's the thing, did they? Go back and watch.
Really?
And they're like Richard and those people, you could just tell that they're kind of like begrudgingly were like, yeah, But if you go back and watch some of that stuff, they're like, if you're standing at a normal length back from your TV, it's different. You know what I mean? They really do a lot of backtracking. They really, when there was a game on Xbox One that was 900p versus a 1080p version of a PS4 game, that was the end of the world. That was a huge difference. Right. Oh my gosh, PS4 definitely better version every single time. Now it's like, well, yeah, we get a 1440p version on the PS4 Pro. That's pretty darn good. It looks fantastic.
Not bad, right, Richard?
Yeah, it's not
bad at all.
No, not bad.
Pass me a crumpet. Listen, the thing about it is this. What I don't understand is why is it even on GTA 5 when we had 1080p, right? We had parity across the units. They still dove deeper to find blades of missing grass on the Xbox One version.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying. And if you want to say, no, Mooch, you're full of it, it's not that, this is all in your head, fine. Then show me the God of War footage where they took a picture of it, they used the sample that was streaming.
Here's the thing, Mooch. I'm interested in God of War, but I'm only going to get it if it can reach a certain resolution and frame rate. And how come they're not telling me what that frame rate and resolution
Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time enjoying God of War if I don't know the Ps.
If I don't know how many Ps are there, how on earth can I enjoy the game?
That's what I'm wondering. Crap. I think I'm a little concerned for you personally.
I know, me too. I'm like, man, how can I enjoy the Spider-Man 2? Like, what we've seen some of that from like a trailer earlier in the year, but hey, what's it running at now? That's my question. Like, what's the difference?
My purchasing in 2018 is completely up in the air, folks.
Hey, what the hell is Days Gone running at? How many? We've seen an hour of gameplay of that shit show.
Been on stage just behind the orchestra for 2 years in a row now.
Yeah, and we haven't seen one single bit of shred of anything telling us what that is. Hey, tell us what the goddamn resolution is on that Kojima mess. You know what I mean? I would love to know that. Yeah. Like,
it's probably only at 24 frames, though, because it's still in cinematic movie mode at CGI, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm concerned about that crap.
Hey, Xbox Pope's like, I need to see this Digital Foundry video being called out. Here's the thing, Pope. What happened was it's this game called Redout, and it's just an indie game, but Digital Foundry posted this big thing, and I had the tweet because I was going to do a video that was going to be much different, right? Because Digital Foundry tweets out this thing, Redout Lightspeed Edition compared on Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, and the Sony console provides the better experience. That's their tweet to the article. I was going to do a video, something titled like PS4 Pro version finally beats Xbox One X version or something like that, right? Then, when it came out that the developer was pissed off that Digital Foundry was lying about their findings, I changed it up. You know what I mean? I did a different video because that's the bigger story. Look, no game should ever run better on PS4 Pro than Xbox One X. None. Right. That's just a simple fact. And, seeing the developer threaten legal action, good. That's what we need to see. We need to see these types of things happening, to stop it. I think that's the main point. And people now are realizing the media favoritism, the media bias, and they threaten legal action. I mean, that's going to really sit in the back of their mind when they're doing this stuff in the future. You know what I mean? Not only that, but I saw it pointed out multiple times that lately when they test a game, they'll test it before the Xbox One X version has a patch, and they'll go, we'll revisit that post-patch, and then they never do.
No, they don't. And that's the other thing. What about the credibility here, right? We should talk about credibility.
Oh, the credibility takes a big hit.
Forget all the hate and this and that. This isn't about the console war stuff. This is not about the console war stuff. This is about what I've been saying for a long time. Crap's been saying. Jay's been agreeing with us. Okay? The whole point of the matter is this. The media is dictating to you what you should know about games' performance, what games are fun, what games you should play, what games you shouldn't play, based off of resolution. One of the most played games on the PC right now is PubG. One of the most played games on the Xbox is PubG. This game looks like a 360 game, okay? With 4K textures, not even textures. We have 4K background, if you will.
Yeah, hell, you fall into the pit of misery for no reason. Dilly. Like, yeah, you're just that happened to us yesterday, man. We've Grave fell into the pit. We couldn't get out. We were in the top 20. Obviously couldn't get out, so you're just kind of screwed there. Yeah, so I mean, like, stuff happens with that game all the time. Fun trumps all, but I mean, yeah, it's annoying, some of the rubber banding and stuff like that, but you still just keep going back to it. Got to play another one. Hell, we were up till like 1-something playing that.
My God, it's nonstop. But that's my point. So why is it that we have these companies like Digital Foundry? And it's funny, we've always been saying for a long time that Digital Foundry is very credible in their analysis. We didn't care for their opinions.
Yeah.
But their analysis was credible. Now we've got to don't take my word for it. Take the right. Thank you,
Don't
Reedy
take
Rainbow.
my word for
Don't
it.
take my word for it. Thanks,
Yeah.
Jordy. But you know, like my whole thing is this, right? Thanks. This now you have a developer coming out saying this is bullshit. This is not the product we put out, and this is not what you're reporting wrong. And then, you know, realistically, that does hurt their product. And I don't know about you guys, but I've actually reached out.
Developers.
Yeah.
Steve.
Good old Steve, man. Good job.
I miss both Steves in both big companies.
Yes. Now
Bomber
Bomber's like
and Jobs.
the
Miss you
owner
both.
of a basketball team, I think. Something
Well,
like
you
that,
can tell he's going to live a lot longer. He's having fun over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, nonetheless. This is something. So I mean, and this starts with Digital Foundry, and this is the big one. If this is a big get and gets them to come around, this is a big deal, because next you'll see the IGNs and Kotakus all fall into place, because you can't go out there and report bad news and not be held credible. If you're just going to open up a site and call it our opinion, well, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. If Richard wants to start doing his opinions,
or say it's an
Digital
opinion
Foundry,
piece. I mean,
or it's an opinion piece.
Yeah.
I'm all about it, and we'll just say, okay, listen, the media bias isn't great, or the media out there isn't really great, but it is their opinion. This is an analysis that a developer has now said is 110% inaccurate. And not only are they saying it, Digital Foundry comes out today and says they apologized and are changing it. And we have a call, so I definitely want to hear what the audience has to say.
They're
what the
probably
gamers have to
pissed
say.
off about it too.
Yeah. You guys should be pissed.
What's up? How's it going? Yellow. Como
Hey,
estás?
good morning, Mooch. Good morning, Crap. J-Dubs, Block 31. I hope you guys are having a fantastic New Year's. I hope you're enjoying your new Xbox X. I know I am. And I am loving what I heard about Digital Foundry. And this is why we need a second company doing the same thing and giving their own opinion. That way we're all not always relying on just what Digital Foundry says. We need an independent company that's not Digital Foundry to say either yes, what they said is right, or yes, what they're saying is wrong. Because whatever we say, people have to bite and they have to eat it, and that's just not right. This is where competition makes the industry better. All right, fellas, have a good day.
Yeah, good call in. Thank you very much for that. And anybody else that wants to call in with their opinion on this, MC Space Mornings on Skype, we'll be happy to call it. Yeah, Capital Foundry does exist, and yeah, that'll be. In fact, I just did a PubG analysis between Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, and non-surprisingly, the Xbox One X version was much better.
That is
Much
surprising.
better.
That was a Capital Foundry?
Yeah, I
you
did
may
that.
actually be stepping up. I don't know if you realize that, Crap, but you may be getting a little bit more recognition now that Digital Foundry's had some issues lately.
Well, yeah, especially since that one, what was it, NX Gamer? I know Xbot's a fan. Doesn't look like he's going to be doing that anymore. So.
Oh, that's a shame. Actually, he's very good at what he does.
Yeah, but apparently, like, it's very costly or whatever, and it takes a lot of time.
It's very time-consuming.
Yeah, so, like, he probably needs some kind of funding or something. Maybe
well,
he
I
should
hope
do,
that
like,
channel
a
comes
Patreon
back
or something.
Yeah, I think he should. I'd like to support that.
A lot of people are doing Patreons, you know, just like, just imagine, you know, the amount of people who get their videos taken down and, you know, just the demonetization, all that kind of stuff, you know, like you can really see like that people could probably use. We're going to probably lose a lot more content creators before all this is said and done. But
well, that warning came out over a year ago, Crap, where they said this was all going to, you know, that could happen. And
Yeah.
we don't know who the actual real, we know who the victims are, but we don't know who the culprit actually is or who's causing this. But that'll all come out in due time.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, like, hopefully things all work out for everybody. It's, you know, because it is a good medium to get your opinions and stuff across.
Absolutely.
And then you have a few bad apples kind of ruin it for everybody. I always thought that was the stupidest thing. You know, but hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? But we probably should get to some voicemails because we do have some.
We have 10 or 10 or more. Yeah, so let's do it, guys. Let's get to these.
Okay, so first on deck is our good old friend, Def Jam Bam.
Oh, Def Jam. Good to have him first thing in the morning.
What's up, Mooch, Crap, and Jay? What's up with y'all? I'm pretty sure by the time y'all hear this message, it's probably either past New Year's or New Year's. Either way, Happy New Year's to y'all. And question, do y'all think can Sony really afford to wait until maybe another 4 to 5 years with Microsoft having the better hardware out right now. And also for the PlayStation 5, do they need to include backwards compatibility for their PlayStation 4 games? I think that's going to be a big key, because we all know some people like to play their old games, and let's say that PlayStation 5 come out, who really wants to stream their PlayStation 4 games? I would rather just be able to play the disc, put it in, keep it simple that way, because not everybody has good connection. But that's it for me. Everybody in the chat listening in, make sure y'all hit that like button and share this out. Time for Seagulls. Let's go. 2018 is here.
Woo! You know what's funny is, I remember that time where the where he put the seagulls in for the whole show.
Yes,
and for the whole, and we couldn't even understand what the hell he was saying because we were just focused on the seagulls.
Still one of my favorite voicemails with all the seagulls throughout the entire thing. I can't get enough of it. Kind of like Marianne from Brooklyn.
Yeah, but Happy New Year, Def Jam. Bam, you're the man. One of the better people we met through Xbox Live and stuff like that. Another one that we met that was pretty cool was Space Cat. We were actually gaming with him on PubG.
Yeah,
he's pretty damn good at the game, man.
Very, very good at that game. He's a sniping master, champion.
Yeah, he engages with people, and you're like, how do you even see that dude? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it is pretty crazy to kind of think about. Happy New Year, Def Jam, Bam. Thank you.
Well, Bam asked a good question, though, Crap. You know, I mean, and it is one of the topics we talked about this week on a lot of podcasts was the rumors of next-gen consoles. It is something. It's something to discuss. Yeah. I think we're at a point right now, Crap, where I think we're in agreement that 2020 is the year, right? I mean, I can't see. Sony had a great November. We're going to find out if they had a great December. But with Sony doing better and better, you know, or at least keeping up what they're doing, the X is right there, okay? The X is right there. Whether Sony wins by 5 consoles or, 50,000, even 50,000 consoles when you're talking about 1.5 million sold, they're right neck and neck with each other. That ensures you that Sony's not jumping to the next generation anytime soon. They can't upset all of these people.
Yeah.
Another 5 to 7 million people bought the console this year in 2017. Pardon me. You can't let them all be like, next year we're gonna start something up, and that goes for Xbox too. You can't have an Xbox One X and then the rumor comes out in 2019 Xbox 2 is coming out. I don't see it. That doesn't seem to be the way Phil does business.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is this, right? And who is it? This analyst just said this, that the PS4, that the Xbox One X is a true 1.5 mid-gen refresh. The PS4 Pro is marketing.
Right.
Zing. You know what I mean? They're riffing on the PS4 Pro. Sorry, I've been watching Seinfeld a lot. There was an episode where he's like, and he's just riffing on me. Here he goes. You know what I mean? Like I always, George is probably my favorite character in that show. But and that's true. The PS4 Pro was such an afterthought that it's not even funny. He said, this is what he says: Xbox One X is an 8.5 generation console. PS4 Pro is a marketing gimmick. Ouch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap, that's really got to sting a little bit.
Well, I mean, I made a joke back in the day, and I said, PS4 Pro does just a little bit more. And, I mean, that's the joke, but that's also the truth. Like, I have a Pro, and I don't see a world of difference between the Vanilla and the Pro.
Do you want to hear this analyst's take real quick? He says, Pro is mostly a marketing gimmick. When asked about the question of a PS5 rather than further iterative upgrades from Sony, he said, it's nothing like Xbox One X in terms of the performance lift. It's basically a standard console refresh. But Sony tweaked a few internals and got a 10% performance boost for the Pro. Big whoop. Xbox One X is a much more fundamental redesign, and it's at least 40% more potent than the PS4 or the initial Xbox One SKUs. Wow.
Yeah. Now, it's funny, Crap. How many big media outlets are going to run with that article?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's on Gaming Bolt, which is like, they're the Mooch and Crap.
Yeah, they're the Mooch and Crap of the media.
Yeah, like no, I mean they have a decent site and stuff, right? But it's like they're not an IGN or GameSpot. No. You know what I mean? So I think that's a big difference, and we all know that the Xbox One X was going to be much better than the PS4 Pro. And now we're seeing that. And also,
give it to you. What?
Hey, what? Have you seen Aaron Greenberg's picture on Twitter?
Yes.
It's X gonna give it to you. And it's him doing the X thing. I love it, dude. That's great. And to those that don't know, he did have this background on his Twitter that had Fable on there, and Forza Horizon Japan, and some other games as well. So yeah, I think that.
We got a call, and which is great. You know, we got a lot of real active members that really they've been voicing out for 24 hours crap on Twitter. So
this will be good to hear what these people have to say. M&C, what's up? Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Hey, good morning, Mooch and Crap and Jay. This is your boy Hobo Scratch calling in. Just want to say Happy New Year's to you guys. Glad to guys hear you back on the air. Hey, just had a couple of questions for you regarding this whole Digital Foundry Redout ordeal. Do you know? I mean, just want your opinion. Why do you think this hasn't happened sooner? I just would have thought that, you know, with as much slandering as they do towards the Xbox One X and the Xbox One X versions of the games, as a developer hasn't come out sooner, pissed off, and, you know, tried to take action against them. And then also too, why do you think that Microsoft themselves hasn't actually jumped in and said something? Because ultimately, this is affecting sales of their console and their games. You know, so I just would have thought that Microsoft would have been like, hey man, you know what, we gave you guys first crack at the system, you know, you broke the story regarding the specs and what it could do, you know, how come you always putting our product down? So I don't know, just want to hear what you guys thoughts on that, see what you guys had to say. Anyway, have a good day, enjoy the show, talk to you later, peace.
Outstanding call.
I think the problem is that how do you prevent somebody from running an analysis, right? Maybe prevent them from, you know.
I don't think that's what he necessarily means, Crap. I think what he's saying basically is, here, we gave you first rights, this and that. And they don't want any favoritism. They don't want everybody. They don't want just smoke blowing up their backside.
Yeah.
But I think what the caller's saying is, you know, now all you do is just bash the damn console. Or what's worse is now we have a console that's stronger. This is what you guys are your claim to fame for the past 3 years, and showing us how the PS4 was just ever so slightly stronger than the Xbox One. I know we have a flaw,
and it was a huge difference, though, right? It was like, oh my gosh, it's so.
And that's what the caller's saying. The caller's like, why doesn't Microsoft? And I'm hoping that what the Redout developers have done by doing this and going out there and putting their foot down, I hope this sparks Microsoft to kind of, you know, grow a pair, kind of do something out there when they're being called out and they know that it's an improper news feed. I think that they should. I think everyone should call them out if it's an improper news feed when it's on a certified source like that.
He
like
called it
Foundry.
fake news, the developer did.
He did.
He did, so hashtag fake news, y'all.
Fake news.
M&C Mornings, what's up? You guys are fired up. Let's go.
Hey, y'all, what's up, man? This is your boy Dirt Griggity.
Griggity.
I just wanted to talk about, you know, the last few months have been pretty good. You know, we've been getting some positive Xbox news, which has been rare this generation. So it makes me kind of happy to hear all the good news. Even though some are rumors, it's still good to hear some positive rumors for Xbox. But I do want to ask you guys a question. As far as the Fable thing goes, if this is true about Playground doing Fable and everything, do you guys think that it will be announced this year at E3, or, you know, maybe next year? Because it's obvious like the game's not going to come out for maybe a couple more years. But yeah, just your prediction. What do you guys think? Because I know the Playground games just got a new building and hired some new employees. So I was just wondering what you guys thought about that. All right, man, I'm out of here. Peace out.
Great to hear from Diggity. Well, here's the thing. I think that they will have some kind of trailer, CGI, in-game, whatever. There's multiple things to this, right? Because it's funny, because I was on N4G checking out some of that, and if you guys don't know, I did a video about it yesterday as well. A developer who worked at Lionhead actually said he was surprised by, oh yeah, happy birthday to So Shady out there in the chat, man.
Yes, happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, have a good one for sure. But yeah, the developer said he was surprised at who Microsoft picked to develop Fable 4. It wasn't a developer in Brighton, which Studio Gobo is in Brighton. And when asked, he said, yeah, they need a large developer to do that. So you start looking into it, and you see another UK developer that has 200+ employees is that would be them, Playground Games.
Yeah.
And they just hired a bunch of people, have a great relationship with Microsoft. Everybody was like, Microsoft turned down the thing. And see, what I had originally heard, and I brought this up a long time ago, was that Microsoft was a little bit upset that Playground mentioned that they were working on an open world RPG. And so that's why they said it was going to be a new IP, right? But now if you look, it says exciting IP. It's not new anymore, just an exciting IP. So
yeah, I'm very listen, and I don't. Again, I try to watch. We've been doing this for a long time now, crap. I try to watch P's and Q's before you say, "Oh, I can't wait for so and so company to take on this or take on that." My whole thing is, I would feel so comfortable knowing that Playground Games is taking on Fable. Wouldn't that? I mean, doesn't that give you that warm feeling inside to let you know that a major company's handling it?
Honestly, that company has the potential to be. They could be their Naughty Dog if they let them. To be honest with you,
I agree.
Like,
and I know that's a bit. That's a leap. That is a leap of faith we're taking. But Playground Games makes one of the most.
Well, just look at the games that they've made. Every Forza Horizon they've made was received better and was better.
Yes.
Right. So they have some, and that was their first game was Forza Horizon. So they continue to get better. They've got a good. They don't delay games. Their games are on time. Right. That's a big stickler for Phil.
They're always on time.
Yep. Forza Horizon 4 is still a thing. They're still making Forza Horizon 4. They have 2 teams. So
yeah, and I don't think the team that's going to be making whatever they're making, we're assuming it's Fable. I don't think that's the B team at all. I think they have 2 A teams.
It's not a B team. Yeah, it's like because they did some hiring and shuffling and stuff like that. Obviously, Turn 10 helps them with the Horizon series as well. Also, what you have to take into consideration is, and I know we got a call, but Fable Legends had assets and an engine and all kinds of stuff, worlds. They could easily use some of these assets and recycle them. It was a beautiful game on Unreal Engine 4 with DirectX 12. So some of this stuff could already be made. The contingency plan for Fable Legends, if that failed, was to use those assets to create Fable 4. So that's what we could still see. So this game maybe wouldn't be, 3 years out like a lot of people are predicting or saying. So MNC Mornings, what up? Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Mooch and J-Dop. It's Flemish Boy here. I'm using my special voice again because otherwise I'm boring as fuck. Just want to tell you guys that I'm now Patreon for your show. I really want to support you guys. For the rest, I hope that because of Digital Foundry getting caught now with something shady, that the rest of the industry will get a little bit more exposure against the gamers, that they know it's not all real news. There's a lot of fake news. And yeah, I just hope this gets better over time as time goes on. Love the show. Bye, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Also want to send a shout out to some of our Patreon supporters: Biggie, Josha, Jack, Jackal, Justin B, Anthony N, Lethal Papa for sure, John S, Mark D, G-Man, 209, Vertigo, Tempest, John Y, Killshot, Chaos, Killing Dan, Jazzy Noop, Xbox, Silent Bob X, Sean D, Neth, Dirk Griggity, woo woo. Yeah, we appreciate all you guys, all the support, and everybody else that supports us through the various different levels and tiers. If you guys want to support us, I think Mooch probably has a link in the description that you guys can check out and support us there, because that helps us get giveaways and keep the show sounding pretty damn good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. As we continue to grow and go into 2018, the year of Xbox officially. So yeah,
it's funny, crap. The last caller too said the same thing. I mean, basically about the media and the way that forget about how me and you feel, or Jay. Like, to be honest with you, we're just doing the show here. We're letting the audience kind of vent a little bit, and you can see gamers are now kind of, even people that were like, there's a lot of people that wrote me in the past 24 hours and kind of said, at first I'm like, oh well, Mooch is saying this and that about the media, but maybe you're onto something, because this is the second or third time Digital Foundry's kind of been caught red-handed. And this is what it is. It takes a developer, it takes Microsoft, it takes a big time company to come out and say it before people start to come around. You know what I mean? Because they weren't coming around when we were saying it for the past couple of years. And I even watched Game Scoop the other day on IGN. And again, it's just these 4 guys. It was the same 4 guys they have on all the time. I think it was I'm not sure if it was Marty was there, but Ryan was there, and Hatfield. And these other guys, Damon Hatfield, these guys are all sitting there, and they're just giving their opinions on games. And you can see they're just thrusting their opinions into gamers' lives in the direction that is just, it's not Microsoft friendly. It's not that it's always anti-Microsoft, but it's not Microsoft friendly. And they're just so happy to promote Nintendo. They're so happy to promote Sony. And then, oh yeah, of course, there's Microsoft and they're doing things. And like, I remember one of the first things that come out of E3 last year was, I don't remember if it was McCaffrey or who it was, but it was IGN. And they're like, we just got done playing Crackdown 3 and it just doesn't look good. Just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, I don't know. First of all, I'm looking forward to Crackdown 3.
I am too. You know what? People are so weird with that stuff. It's like Crackdown 3 looks like Crackdown. You know what I mean? Like, it's a
God
Crackdown.
forbid.
Yeah, God forbid.
Right.
It's like, and it's totally asinine. Like, people expect it to look like Uncharted.
Right.
To me, that's stupid. That's really ignorant to even.
I like tiramisu. Sometimes it comes in the form of cake. Sometimes it comes in the form of creme brulee. But guess what? I still eat it.
Yeah.
Because it's the flavor I like. It is what it is, folks, okay? Crackdown 3 is going to look like Crackdown 3. If all of a sudden in 2018 you don't like the way Crackdown looks, that's a you problem.
That is a you problem, man. And I think if that, which was, by the way, confirmed by Aaron Greenberg and Shannon Loftus to still be on track to release this year, if that
my friend, is a
multiplayer works
you
the
problem.
way it should.
Sure is, Mooch.
Exactly. M&C Mornings, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, Mooch and Crap, this Xbox One from 4K from Anaheim, California. I just came across this article this morning on the TV Guide website. It's about apparently the Halo show from Steven Spielberg is in full production right now. So could this confirm a launch for 2018? So I was just curious about it because, I mean, the last couple of games that were also mixed with the TV show. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Take care. Bye.
Xbox One has his finger on the pulse, Crap. You notice that?
Yeah.
This guy knows what's going on. He's always paying attention. That's great.
He also wore a 4K Makes You a Better Gamer t-shirt to E3 So
why wouldn't he?
Exactly. And a lot of people did, man. That shirt did very well. So, yeah. But I'm glad to see that's still in production because here's the thing. There's not enough good gaming-related media outside of games themselves, right? Like, who wouldn't? I remember there was a Rise Son of Rome, like, mini, like, series or whatever. It was actually pretty good. Remember? I don't know if you remember that, but it was like it was like sort of like Game of Thrones. It's pretty violent and stuff like that. Gears of War, didn't they announce that there's going to be a Gears of War movie?
That was brought up and it was big, right? Crap, it was big.
It just,
and now I don't
just
hear
was
about
announced. Yeah, it was announced. They're casting or something. Also, Forward Until Dawn was good. There's been some good Halo cartoons or whatever. So I like gaming related media, right? I liked G4 TV. I liked watching their gaming reviews, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb and all that. That they did a show called Cheat that had this really hot girl with legs on there. It was like really good show.
Yeah, I heard now. I heard. Did you see what I saw? I saw Sessler's coming back to do something at DICE.
If he is good, I mean that's cool. I mean
it would be good to have him back. He really was one of the only people ever to talk video games. And I remember when he did I can't remember what he called it. It wasn't Session with Sessler, but it was something like that. And he did
Sessler's Soapbox or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It was something that went along with his name. And he had a panel of people on that he would just have people like we do. We have call-ins. He would have people pop in and call and ask questions. And he would say, if it came to a fan question or a fanboy question or something like that, he would still address it in the proper way. You know what I mean? Very professional. Discuss the game, the attributes, the storyline, the developers look at it, the publication, the sales, everything very, very dignified. Really hope Adam Sessler comes back and throws his 2 cents back in the ring because the gaming journalism world, the minute he left, wow, it took a nosedive.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. So,
Right.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we need more of that. Like, G4 would probably be much more successful nowadays just because we don't have it and we see what it's like not to have that. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think that we definitely need something like that to come back. We need some of those industry people to kind of come back and do some of those things. So, hey, we do have some voicemails, though, we probably should get to.
Yeah, we should
as
have
well.
another one, Jeff, if you don't mind.
Sure. We've got G-Man 1172 on deck.
All right,
Oh,
G-Man.
G-Man Jerky
Hey
Boy.
guys, what's going on? This is G-Man 1172. Yes, I'm losing my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather in case the rest of the country are full of bull beggies. we got a lot of snow in New York. I spent the whole day yesterday shoveling and out in the cold. And Mooch, I'm sure you know. Crap. I know you went through a hurricane, but you know what? I mean, you're big enough to float anyway, so who cares? What I'm saying is this: all these rumors coming out, guy. Xbox exclusives. They got their checkbook out. They got this. I don't want a new fucking who's that lady? Perfect Dark. I don't want new versions of anything. I want new IPs. Trust me, I listened to Wednesday night's podcast. Now that they're giving us new games, nobody's still happy. No! Days Gone, Neo. Yeah, but Sony didn't make Neo. No, but they partnered with Team Ninja back in the PS3 era to get Neo done. Look, new IPs. I don't need another Perfect Dark or Fusion Frenzy or Crimson Sky. Fuck them! Dude, get down to it. New IPs. We don't need a Rise 2. Unless you're going to get a new developer who knows how to make a hack and slash as good as Bayonetta.
Disagree there.
We don't need more of the same. Ooh, block? Hack? Quick time event? According to the color of the guy you're fighting? Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Guys, pack up the tits and the skirt. It's big boy time. Come on.
Well, appreciate the call, but let me point this out. He's like, we need new IP, and then disrespects the new IP that we've gotten. You know what I mean? Like, Rise, while not a perfect game, had a great story. There was a lot to work with there if they could have done a sequel. I think that they are doing new IP, but there's obviously a big back catalog that they have, and nostalgia is a hell of a drug. So if you can do something and get a grittier Joanna Dark out there, why the hell not? Especially if you have
nostalgia is a hell
of
a drug.
Yeah,
sure
exactly,
is, buddy.
Mooch. Yeah, so like, I'm all for it. Like, just because the games that quote unquote leaked are games that they have in their back catalog or whatever, their game catalog, doesn't mean that there's no new IPs coming. But if people want new IPs, I suggest buy the new IPs, because so far nobody's really done that. Sunset, Rise, Quantum Break, Recore, Sea of Thieves will probably buck that trend, but you got to buy and support these things. So
yeah, no, I mean, but in G-Man's defense, what I do understand what he's saying is he wants to see some new stuff. Now, G-Man, to agree with Crap for a second, if you're gonna have a leak, the leak can't be about something new that's coming out, because they can't explain it through a leak. So that has to be presented to you on an E3 or a stage or some kind of PR stunt of one way, shape, form, or another. But when you hear these leaks of things that are coming out like Fable, if Fable is completely redone from the get-go, I don't want to see Fable 4. I want to see Fable.
It would probably just be Fable, kind of like how God of War is God of War,
and that's okay.
Yeah, and then they take out the ability to jump.
Yeah, don't let them jump, and don't don't use too much A button.
Yeah. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Hey, Mooch and Crap and J-Dubs, how you doing? This is Lee from Xbox Live. I got 2 questions for you. I went out and bought one of those Genesis HDs with the HDMI, which works really good. So if you guys are interested in getting something old like that, it works wonderful. But there's a game on there that was made in 1990 called Crackdown, and the thing has the special agents. You're running around the city, but you're blowing stuff up. You're planting bombs and stuff. Do you think Microsoft got that idea from them, or what? And my second question is, whatever happened to Brute Force? Because I know Bungie made that. Who owns the IP, Bungie or Microsoft? All right, thank you very much.
Well, what do you think, Crap? What is the deal with Brute Force? I've
Brute
heard you
Force,
mention it in the past. Is it?
Yeah, but I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, and Crackdown was 2 words back then on the Genesis or whatever, whereas what we have now is Crackdown, 1 word.
1 word, yeah.
Yeah. Different things. Same words, different things. So
yeah, no, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, and I think that, you know, some people in the chat are saying, you know, that people are ready for a new IP, but you know, the one gentleman that was, you know, seemingly against what we were saying, he made a good comment. I think exclusives on both consoles don't do well overall. Yes, of course, Halo does, and yes, of course, Uncharted does. Yes, Gears does, and yes, God of War. But once you start stepping out, right? I mean, everyone can sit here, and you guys can all say Bloodborne was, you know, the best thing since sliced bread, but 2 million copies, 3 million copies, you know, that's not what they want to see on a return. And the same thing goes for, like you said, crap, Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break. You know, so exclusives scare the let me rephrase that. First-party exclusives that are new IPs scare the ever-loving shit out of executives.
They do. You
know, and with rightful cause. They don't have anything, pardon me, in history to go back and go, well, no, look, this was really good. You know, like The Order 1886, that didn't do well. And, I mean, there's just so many different...
I mean, you have some people that really vehemently defend that game still, though, right? But you're not going to see a sequel.
No.
You know? Like, there's not going to be a sequel to that game. It took too long to develop for, like, a 3-hour game that had no multiplayer.
You know, crap, you mentioned something on Crossfire. You maybe even said on Xbox Nation. But going back to Andrew, not Andrew, but what was his name? Aaron Greenberg's background on his Twitter banner.
Yeah.
There was two things that I saw. Of course, I saw the new stuff. Everyone saw the new stuff in Fable. Okay, great. The two things that stuck out to me was the Rise logo was different.
Yep.
And the other thing was the Quantum Break logo was different.
Well,
it was a close-up of Sean Ashmore's face from a 45-degree angle, and it was just different. And
the funny thing is that much as I don't really like her, Shannon Loftus even said they liked, and there's more stories to tell in that Quantum Break universe.
That's what I'm saying.
The second thing is about Rise 2. The interesting thing is I read an interview where Crytek was talking about the Xbox One X and how powerful it is, and it really surprised them, right? What the fuck is Crytek working on an Xbox One X for? They have nothing coming out.
Supposedly,
yeah. And I did a video about that the other day. I'm like, now this is interesting for two reasons, because they're like, the X is really powerful and it's great, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I'm looking, they have nothing supposedly in development right now. So who the hell knows? You know, like, deals were signed. We heard that. That could mean anything. Maybe they finally signed some deals there. You know, I don't know. But games are coming. And we also saw, according to another developer who used to work for Microsoft, that right now they have their checkbook open, buying both timed and full-on exclusives. And those are stopgap exclusives. Stuff to keep us occupied until their games are ready to release.
Yes.
Right? And that's what you have to do.
This is a big deal, crap. That's what they, you know what, it's funny, we said this about 2-3 months ago, where like they need to do, like, basically like you said, and what the leak was the stopgap, because everything we're going to see in June isn't coming out in December, folks. It's at best it's going to come out next December, you know, next fall, or 2020 fall. And in order for that to all kind of come to fruition, they can't just have nothing or make a deal with a B, you know, third-party developer. You know what I mean? They need to have some big guns. And I think Microsoft's going to come out swinging. And it's funny because once Microsoft does that crap, they'll be like, well, look, Mooch, you guys have been saying this thing forever. Look, they did it. Of course they did it. We've been telling them for 3 years to get going. You know, this is what they've had to do for a long time. And they can do that once they do, you know, open up the checkbook and purchase something. And I do think like things like Shadow of the, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think that's going to be a Microsoft exclusive again. Maybe it's timed. Very likely timed.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to have another deal in place. I really, really do. And I think they need it. So
yeah,
forget what I think. I think they need it.
I agree too. Hey, well, imagine a year of timed exclusivity for Tomb Raider again. Hell yeah, I'm down for that.
Well, it's something they need.
You know what? You know why that would be good? For the reason why Rise of the Tomb Raider was so good, because they focused on the one platform and it was great, right?
Yes.
That original version on the Xbox One, 1080p. Remember, everybody's like, you can't do 1080p.
Can't be done.
Yeah, and that game looked amazing, so much so that Digital Foundry was like, oh my gosh, it looks good. Like, they couldn't believe it, right? And that's where that comes in, you know what I mean? Like, helping them out. That game would be a big get for Microsoft next year. Imagine that, right? Like, maybe we don't get a Halo next year, but maybe we get Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, Forza Horizon 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider for a year, maybe one or two other things. You know what I mean? Like, it could be great. You know,
I totally agree.
yeah.
I do, and I think that the thing about it. Remember, Phil is slowly, kind of backpedaling on the things that he said that he wasn't going to do, and we're gonna find out. The big tell-all, say-all will be when E3 comes up this June, and we see if Phil locks down some of these third-party deals. I mean, that would be really big crap. And I'm not talking about just the marketing deal for a free poster at GameStop, okay?
Yeah.
I'm talking about actually getting some content that's only on the Xbox One X.
Yeah, well, they're never going to get strikes or maps early. They won't do that. But get a game for a year, yeah, I can see them doing that, and they probably are. And they should have had that plan for this past year, to be honest with you. But PubG is a good start to that, I think. So I mean,
sure as hell is.
MNC Mornings, what's up? How's it going? Happy New Year. ¿Cómo estás?
Thanks. Hey, Mooch and Crap and J-Dubs. Appreciate the phone call. Just wanted to bring up 2 points. One thing was about E3, and it's about the Sony Dreams E3 and the Xbox Reality E3. The one thing Microsoft has done is they stopped showing games in the distant future. So that creates a little bit of a stopgap where you don't have as many games. And Sony keeps showing games into the future. Eventually that's going to catch up to you. The one thing about it is people seem to think like, well, Xbox, like you're screwed. But the reality is that stopgap's almost done. And once that gap is done, we're just going to have trailers upon trailers every year. So we're catching up. And it's not like, okay, there's going to be another gap of a year or so where we don't have games. It's like, this is our gap. And then from here on in, we show games that are 1 to 2 years out. Now, Sony's going to have to change their ways and show a little bit more present time or keep doing the Dream Tour. Now, the second point I wanted to bring up was on the multiplayer podcast, they were talking about the Naughty Dog 343 thing again. And it kind of bugged me a little bit because it's sort of like a little bit of the half-truths here. And the thing about Naughty Dog, yeah, they produced Last of Us, and they produced Uncharted. It's not like they produced Uncharted, Last of Us next year, Uncharted the year after, Last of Us again, Uncharted. They produced one Last of Us, just one freaking game. Last of Us 2, it's not even made yet. So as opposed to like 343's produced Halo, 3 years later, another Halo. We've seen one Last of Us. We haven't seen Uncharted for a long time until Uncharted 4. And then they've got 2 people, like Next Gen brings up, well, they got 2 people working on Last of Us 2. 2 people. In 6 months' time, Naughty Dog came to those 2 people and said, hey, what have you got for us in Last of Us 2? Well, we've got the title here, Last of Us, and we added 2 to it. Great, that's awesome. Make an in-game engine video, and we'll release it for a 1-minute video at E3. So, anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate everything, and we'll talk to you soon.
Actually, the funny thing about that is like, and I'm not a big fan of like splitting your teams and stuff, but Naughty Dog at one time split and had 2 teams, right? But I don't think it was like full-on teams. I think you had like certain members working on something, because what happened was the team that did Uncharted 2, one of the best games of last generation, hands down, started on The Last of Us after that, while the B team did Uncharted 3, which was a letdown in my opinion.
Right.
So yeah, and then
Don't forget though, crap, but Uncharted 3 did get a 10 out of 10 from IGN.
Yeah, from Greg Miller, no less.
Yeah, no, I mean, so I guess B teams do work.
Yeah. So
right?
I mean, look, and if the rumor is true, you got some people from the coalition helping out with the Perfect Dark. I mean, they're good at third-person stuff. That could be a good thing. Believe it or not, 343 helped out with Halo Wars 2. That's the kind of stuff you have to do. I mean, it's just one of those situations where you're not going to set your whole team out, but it still is much better to bring in, and I think Microsoft would be foolish not to buy Playground Games. I think that would be the biggest and best idea that they could do.
Well, they're lining themselves up, crap, and I'll tell you right now, if in fact Playground Games makes Fable, okay, it's all but certain they're gonna buy Playground. And the reason I say that is
because their only job would be 2 franchises that Microsoft owns.
Well, I mean, that just shows you, right? But sometimes they like their independence. These developers, they love that independence.
They do. They're like, oh, we're independent. But here's the thing, right? Microsoft does not want to get caught in a situation where that Fable would be a hit, and we know Horizon is a hit. What happens if they decide they want to do something else down? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To me, you buy them, you let them continue to work on those games. I say I don't think we're anywhere close to getting a Fable yet. I figure we will see something, some kind of trailer this E3 though, some kind of thing. There has to be. There has to be.
There will be, even if it's CGI or whatever.
Yeah, like why not show something? You know, I don't like Playground's a good thing. Yeah, you're a little bit gun shy because of what happened to Scalebound and stuff, but get over it, right? You're gonna have to show us some stuff. And here's the thing, I think going back to another caller, there's a much more upside to being an Xbox fan right now than a PlayStation fan. PlayStation fans know what they're getting, right? You know what you're getting.
Yep.
For the next handful of years, because Sony was so quick to show you guys these CGI trailers and stuff. So there's not really going to be any surprises. You know, and that's unfortunate if you're a PlayStation fan, because you kind of know what you're getting. We don't yet. We know we're getting stuff, don't know what it is, and I think that's pretty cool. You know, I like to be surprised. I'm not one of those people that wants to open my present before Christmas.
Yeah. Now, what happens? Someone just asked a great question in the chat, crap. They said, you know, do you think Microsoft could take what work was done by Platinum Games and move Scalebound to another developer? Can they do that? Or I don't think they can do. That's a little bit more difficult and tricky, isn't it? They own the IP.
They own the IP, but I don't know if they own what was done up until then. And that game maybe was a little bit too ambitious to begin with.
I don't think it was too ambitious, crap. I don't think it was too ambitious at all. I just think that, like you'd said,
the quality
if they have
there.
If they have an A/B team, this was the C or D team.
Well, yeah, amazing how Platinum can keep cranking out these goddamn games so fast, but Scalebound.
Everything. I mean, I'm playing that Nier Automata, right? And that was Platinum. All these games are Platinum games, crap. They're all Platinum, and they're all coming out on time and getting rave reviews. But Microsoft's couldn't make that happen. Wonder why?
Yeah. So I mean, you know. Who knows? Like the Scalebound thing hurt people. Meh.
I walked right past it.
Well, you know, here's the thing: a co-op kind of RPG is appealing.
Sure, it is.
So yeah, you know, I would love to see.
Enter State of Decay, but you know, I think that. By the way, you know, the games that are coming out for Xbox this year.
A little deviant. CGI was not a '90s thing. I can take you to look at any Sony E3, dude. Even going back to 2005 or 6 when they showed quote unquote Killzone 2 footage. CGI, my friend. They show a lot of CGI. Just because something is in engine, guess what? That's them rendering CGI in that engine. Genius. There.
Oh, PSN wants me to give him credit. PSN Down was the one who said that. PSN Down, good question. No, you know, I mean, I just think that, I think like something like Scalebound, and I think that you see like State of Decay 2, where it's this survival, it's a 4-person, like you say, RPG. I think it's an RPG. Would you classify State of Decay 2 an RPG?
I think that no.
Level up system? You don't think you're going to have a level up system in each character and
that
make
is a
yourself
good
stronger?
question. Survival RPG, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, you know, RPG is used so loosely, folks, so take it with a grain of salt. But I am looking so forward to what Microsoft has coming out this year. And Microsoft's games are so sticking to the tradition, right? This is what I've said all along, okay? I don't care if you're in the Xbox camp or the Sony camp. If you're a Sony fan, you do like their single-player games a little bit more, maybe. That's just maybe the way it is. But multiplayer is king on Xbox. And the 3 titles that are coming out, Sea of Thieves, Crackdown 3, and State of Decay 2, are all multiplayer-focused games.
They
It sure
they
is
consider it to be a survival game, but I think there's RPG elements in it.
Right.
So, yeah. Which that game looks pretty good too. I'm excited to see what they do with that.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely. Jay, we should probably do another voicemail crap. We have so many.
Yeah.
We have a lot. Yeah. So next on deck we have Ham Tweezy.
Good old Ham Tweezy.
By the way, guys, did you notice that there's something missing from the whole show today?
I do not.
No.
It's the mouse. It's my mouse is not clicking. And you know
it is not. Oh, it is not. Okay.
You know why? Because Santa brought me a clickless mouse.
That's so great. That's so great.
That is.
Crap, that is wonderful, right? I did notice I'm at so much more peace.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so here we
awesome.
So,
let's hear it from Ham Tweezy.
Ham Tweezy. Nice, Ham Tweezy.
What's going on, Mooch and crap? It's Xbox Live's Ham Tweezy 2192. PubG, man. Microsoft's got to lock this game down. I don't care if they lock it down and then, you know, do like a Minecraft type deal where they distribute it to the other manufacturers or Nintendo or Sony, PlayStation, whatever you want to call it. but they gotta lock this game down. This game is addicting as all hell. It is ridiculous, and it's such a shit show right now with it being a game preview. But it doesn't even matter. It really, I could be a stick figure out there for all I care in the game, and I'd still be playing it just as much as I am now. But they got to do something about it. I want to know your guys' take if they're playing this card. It seems to me like they're playing to see if it is successful, and then they'll make a move. And I hope that's what they're doing. But I think based on what we've seen so far, this is going to be a game that's got legs, and they need to take advantage of it now. So get your guys' take on it. Have a good one.
Yeah, you know, crap. And you know what? To add to Ham Tweezy's call in, this is what we were talking about yesterday, me and you, back and forth a bit, is depending on how big the number is that Aaron Greenberg reports.
Yeah,
that's gonna dictate just how much Ham Tweezy's
what
right.
What are you gonna predict? Because we know that they're over 4 million, and he's saying they're better than they even thought. I don't think it's unreasonable to think 5 to 8 million. Players,
I was gonna
you
go.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna go 8 because if people are saying 4, I was gonna double it and say 8. You were flirting with 10.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable.
It's not unreasonable.
Here's the thing: I don't know any games that have 100 players in the lobby and that fill up that fast.
I mean, it fills up in seconds.
Yes, literally, you're in a full game within like seconds, right? Like just the fastest thing I've ever seen. So it wouldn't be unreasonable to think that, you know. And there's that's a huge success for Microsoft. And I've actually seen some commercials for them that they're doing on YouTube.
On YouTube,
yes. Which is important. The only place you can play it is Xbox One, you know. So yeah, like I think these numbers are going to be great. People are going to be so angry. Like the salt is going to be real. People are going to be going, oh well, who wants that 15 frames per second game? You know who wants it? Everybody.
Yeah,
stop lying to yourself.
Ham Tweezy said it himself. He doesn't care if he's a stick figure. I've said it in every game match I've played, and I've got, you know, I'm going to look it up while we're sitting here. But I mean, I have said now in every single game match that the graphics are nothing to write home about, and I just can't stop playing it. Meanwhile, I've got all these other games like Assassin's Creed, Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein 2.
Yes, thank you, folks. I've got all these things to play, and I just can't stop. And even last night, I went back and played Resident Evil 7. I don't know if any of you guys are as much of a fan of it as I am, but Resident Evil 7 has the Not a Hero and the Return of Zoe or something like that, Zoe Down or something like that. It's 2 relatively new DLCs. I went and started playing the Zoe Down, I believe it's called, or Zoe something or another, and it's a lot of fun. After I got done with it, the minute I got done, I'm like, hey, crap, PubG? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was late. You were like, one more round, and I was like, yeah.
We ended up playing 3 more.
Yeah, we did.
So that's what I'm saying right here. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, crap, you got 1 more rounding in? He's like, yeah. We played 3 more rounds.
And that the funny thing was that we played, like, you had played most of the day. I played till like 3 or whatever, and then we got back on.
I mean,
so,
crap,
yeah,
I am literally off my app right now. I'm at 60 hours. And there's people like Rand that are like, at, you know, well past 100.
Yeah.
But I'm at 60 hours of PUBG, and I've beaten other games over the holiday too. And like I said, I'm still managing to fit in. I've been playing Super Mario Odyssey. I've been playing Nier Automata on PS4, and I've been playing Resident Evil 7 also.
Someone's like, Mooch shares pictures winning team matches without any kills.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Well, no, but listen, no, let me answer Shin Q.
I've done that too, though. You know?
I have wins with kills. There's just certain times. Thank you all. Yeah, I love that. Who cares? Listen, the thing about it, Shin, is I'm just sharing them on Xbox. I don't tweet them out. My whole thing is just that, yeah, I'm a part of a team that we were able to be renegades and kind of not get into a confrontation until the very end, which is hard. If you've played PUBG, you know that it's hard to get even in the top 5, kill or no kill.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So then to get there, yeah, I ended up getting killed before we won. And it's just the way that the game played out. I'm still going to post it on my activity feed.
Yeah. Sure, hell yeah, dude. A win's a win, man.
I've got other ones with kills. M&C, let's take the call.
What's up?
Hey, Shin QA, do me a favor. Buy the game, brother.
All right. Hi, guys. It's Controller from Xbox Live. Just wondering about x86 architecture on the Xbox One. It's more of a PC line with the shared Windows exclusives. If they do actually release a Xbox 2, I believe that it should have true exclusives that aren't on Xbox One. And what I mean by this is you can keep both consoles alive if you do this because of the UWP It would literally be like a hybrid PC. There's like 10,000 games on the PC that can be ported over to the Xbox One, and you can keep both ecosystems alive and sort of move away from the stigma of the Xbox One branding that we've had for the past 4 years. Anyway, guys, hope you have a good New Year and everything. I'll speak to you later.
Well, here's the thing. It's weird. Microsoft pushes that Play Anywhere nonsense. Nobody uses it. Very few, anyway. I don't think it's a very big deal. They thought it was going to be a big deal. It ended up not being a big deal. Shannon Loftus even said there's no real engagement in terms of people who bought it on PC and then switching and playing it on Xbox, or people who bought it on Xbox and then end up switching and playing it on PC. So there's really literally no real gain with that, other than some of the stuff you're able to get, like the assets and stuff like that. So it's hard saying, but Phil did say there's going to be some games that are on Xbox and some that are just be on PC. So who knows? Who really knows? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, I don't know where that, and you're talking about the Play Anywhere crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going. I have no idea. It is what it is. I think it's, here it is, folks. It is 2017, 2018 is the years of options. You want options, they'll give it to you. You want a heated seat and an air conditioning seat at the same time, you got it. You could put your heat on in the car and put your window down at the same time. There's your options. This is what you guys wanted. You guys want options. You got them.
Yeah, I've never installed. Yeah.
Whoa. What? Crap.
Yeah.
Oh, a little off on that one.
Yeah, I know, right?
Lord.
Damn. Yeah.
I get my turnstillio. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, like, look, because Windows 10 isn't a big, like, everybody uses Windows 10, but people want to play on Steam, right? Like, that's just how it is. So unless they were really going in on Steam, I don't really think it's going to matter much, because people don't like the Windows 10 store. It's a shit show. It is. And I got to tell you what, since they switched over to using the Windows store for Xbox, it's not been as good. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I just, the one thing I don't understand is if you're making a big push and you're Microsoft and you're like, we need to put everything into this Windows store, right? Crap. Don't you go over and it's the same thing like baseball and football, right? The minute somebody's good, like Giancarlo Stanton is an insane baseball player. Awesome baseball player. Played for the Florida Marlins. At the height of his career, what do the Yankees do? They go buy him. You know what I mean? They bring him to his team, their team. They don't have anybody coming up. They do have Judd, but my point is that they go out and get the. Why doesn't Microsoft go, hey, Steam, you got a hell of a store? Yeah, you know, Jimmy over there created it about 10, 15 years ago. He's kick-ass. Wait, where'd Jimmy go? Oh, he's working at where? Microsoft Store? What happened? Oh, they added a zero to his check that you can't do. Oh, shit.
Like, they could buy Steam pretty easily. They're actually not.
If you want to be a force on Steam, to go competitive with Steam, just go get the guy who's doing Steam's work and bring him over. You know, you can't say that this is that difficult. And Microsoft has more money than the Yankees. Okay, so I mean, the Yankees are worth like 1.6 billion. Microsoft's worth what? Just under 400.
Yeah,
billion.
It's
so
crazy.
Come on. I mean, what you want to be somebody? Be somebody. I would love to be a fly on the wall at these meetings to find out just how much. When they say they open up the checkbook, what is it, like $1.50? Like, what do they got in there? What's in the checkbook?
Hey, you know, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Let's get another voicemail. J-Dubs, who do we got?
We've got Jay Yoon.
Okay, let's hear it. Woo!
Happy New Year, Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs. This is Jyoon01. I got a question. Hopefully no one takes this the wrong way. So for Mooch, wanted to figure out why there are not more gamers that you guys have on that are, you know, a little bit older, you know, mid-30s, 40-ish, kids, wife, and wanted to ask you a question as far as how you balance your work life, marriage, kids, and gaming life. The second question that I do have is, for me personally, it's funny, but I think the controller, believe it or not, makes such a huge difference for me when I'm playing my games. And so, because Xbox has the best controller, it's not the only reason, but as far as one of the critical factors when I'm gaming is the controller. The other thing too, I just also want to mention is I've just gotten to the point where, you know, I fill feel compelled that, you know, I've got all these backlog games that I need to play and do, but, you know, I just want to play the games I want to play, you know, whether it's Wolfenstein 2, which was fantastic, Evil Within 2, get caught up in playing a game, and I'm like, you know, I need to go back and play this, but I'm like, you know what, I don't have time in my schedule. I just want to play the games I want to play. So I just wanted to, you know, mention that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your year. Thank you for all the work that you guys do, and have a great rest of your morning. Bye-bye.
That was a great call in. I'm going to address a couple of his questions.
Well, yeah, you would be the only one that could, man, because my motto is happy life, no wife. So
there you go, crap. Well, there's your answer, folks. No, you know, to be honest with you, everything in life is a balance. To answer that question, that's a great question. It doesn't matter if you're talking about married, not married, family, no family. It doesn't really matter because everybody has such a busy. Ask somebody that doesn't have kids and doesn't have family or doesn't have a house to maintain. They still say they're very busy and they got no time. So there's just everything's moving at the speed of light these days. So I think it's a lot with time management. If you went to certain aspects of high school, certain aspects of college teach you this. There's classes you can take in time management. You know, look at first and foremost is your health. You got to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Then you got to take care of your family, take care of your household. You got to take care and maintain your work status. But then at the end of the day, each of us has a certain amount of time that we just call recreation. Okay, for some people that's exercise. For some people that's gaming. For some people that's, you know, sewing. Who knows? So, I mean, you got to just kind of budget that. Myself, personally, I make sure everything's taken care of. And at the end of the day, if there's an hour and a half left at the end of the day, you know, I enjoy to pop a game in and play. I've been doing that for a number of years. That's my idea. You know, other people are like, how can you game? How can you game? Well, you know, there's all those people that are saying that are watching The Bachelor and The Voice, okay, and Survivor, the reunion.
You just stop watching The Bachelor, and that allows you to game.
I stopped watching all the nonsense that was on TV, and I like playing. The other thing is I like the puzzles. I like using, you know, people can make fun of gaming all they want, but the people that make fun of gaming that work with you, invite them over to your house and do me a favor. Just pop in any game. Resident Evil, Gears of War, Halo, I don't care, The Last of Us, and just turn it on and hand them the controller. It'll look like you gave them the flight path to a 747 airliner. They'll have no idea what to do in the captain's seat. And you're like, well, come on, man, it's easy. It's just what kids do, right? Well, I don't know what's going on. I don't do this stuff like you do. Yeah, of course not. There is a skill set to gaming. And even all of us that game together, there's still levels of people that are better than all of us and worse than all of us, right? We even have our own tiers. We know, like we just said, Space Cat is actually an amazing player at PubG. He's really, really good, right? So he sets himself in a different tier than others. You know, I'm middle of the road in PubG myself personally. You can ask the guys I play with. I always make it till the end. I'm always there. It doesn't mean I always get a kill because that's just the way the game kind of plays out. But I always generally get a tremendous amount of hit points, and I do get a few kills here and there. It's a difficult kind of game. But, like, there's tiers that we make. So, in that retrospect, the answer to another question that he had, Crap, that I thought was interesting is he said you should bring more people onto the show.
This show?
No, not this show. Like, but we do have a lot of people on the show that are in their 30s and 40s. Actually, the majority of people that are on our podcast are all in their 30s.
Yeah, if you look
40s.
at Noof Nukem, he's, I think, 40, married. You have Dealer, he's in his late 20s.
Predator is.
Predator. Xbot is with Mel, obviously. Yeah, so
Clowns has a family. I mean, you know, I mean, everybody's in their 30s or 40s. You know what I mean? The majority, there's not everybody, but the majority are. So, I mean, I thought we have a really good. And then we have a lot of people that are in their mid 20s, upper 20s. I think we have a really good mix of people. And then we have some professionals that come on, like Alan Walsh, who's in his younger 20s. I think he's like 24 or something like that, 25. But I mean, these guys all come in. You're getting different walks of life on our channel.
Moxie and Avers.
Moxie and Avers are definitely. I mean, I'm not going to never reveal a woman's age. I don't know her age. I'm saying
she's probably 22, 23.
Yes, right, Moxie, about 21 and a half. Just got, you know, just legal age of drinking. So, you know, it's cool. Like that's awesome. Like to have a different array of people come on the show and give their input. It's really, really great. So,
yeah, I'd like to actually jump in here to discuss this. So, just to go back to what he said in the first part about, you know, making time for this type of stuff. Well, let's use yesterday as an example. You and I, Mooch and I, and who was it that played with us? And Assassin. Assassin. Okay, so we played PUBG yesterday morning, And why were we playing in the morning? Because none of my family was awake. I was awake. I had to put my dogs out. I had my coffee, jumped on to watch some YouTube because I missed some YouTube this week, so I was busy. And Mooch hit me up. Let's play some PubG, and I'm a noob to doing the whole squad, so he kind of held my hand through it, which was great. And we played for maybe about an hour, maybe, and then
an hour, yeah.
And then what happened? I said, guys, I gotta go. My kids are awake. I gotta cook them breakfast. It's all about making time when you have the time. People that are under the age of 30 have more time because they have, and I'm not saying everyone, I'm not stereotyping here. You probably have less responsibilities because of your age, so you have more time to do this stuff. But people our age, late 30s, I'm in my mid 40s, so I don't know if a lot of people know that, but I love to game and I game when I can, but because my life is so damn busy, you know, I don't get to play 24/7. Sometimes I don't get to play every day. But that doesn't take away the fact that I love gaming. I've loved it since I was a child, and it's my go-to thing. It's my go.
I think you make a good point, Jay. Your best point was that, like you said, we both
suddenly his mic sounds a million times better than it did earlier today too. For some reason, I don't know.
Oh, his mic is. I think. Well, that's his new mic.
Okay, well, it sounds much better. It's not clicking or anything. But yeah, the funny thing is right, like I said, 10 years ago, me at 25, I would have been able to. I loved those long ass RPGs and sinking time into those games. Now it's like, give me those 10, 12-hour games. I'm good. You know, unless it's like multiplayer, which then you could just play as much or as little as you want. You know, so for me personally, it's like I work full time. Somebody in the chat made a schmarmy thing. I do 3 or 4. Damage control, quote unquote, videos a day, which, man, those 45 minutes it takes me to make those videos really takes a lot of time, right? And then, you know, obviously there's just like life stuff that you got to do. So gaming usually is something I do in the evening, and I go to bed at a pretty reasonable hour most nights. So it really just depends. If you love something and enjoy it, you'll make some time for it. Like for me, I don't really watch much TV. There's only a couple shows that I'll watch. And so I'll game instead of that or whatever. And then, like, when I'm feeling not like game, because there's a couple times, like, probably a couple to a few weeks a year where I don't feel like gaming and I maybe won't game, right? And that's when I'll, like, maybe catch up on the shows that I like or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
And I think if you listen to what Crap's saying, what I said earlier, and then what Jay's saying, it's about time management, folks. There's a lot of time you're sitting on your couch watching your phone, reading Twitter, watching something, reading a news update or whatever it is you do on your phone, and you're like, wow, that's an hour and a half of time just not doing anything. And myself personally, I just gave up TV time for gaming. I like it because, like I say, it's a lot of puzzle, using your mind, hand-eye coordination. It's cool. Like, I think that's great. Not just that, it's social. It's social. Every night for the past 2-3 months with PUBG and all the games that have been releasing, I've been online with 4, 5, 6 people in the chat just hanging out and being social, playing the game, strategizing. That's just a better way of me using my time than just getting stuck in the show. I'm going to use the commercial, the show hole of Netflix. You know, like, have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen this? I mean, no.
I did watch Stranger Things. That was a exception.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's certain things that I say, go check out. Like, I'm enjoying right now. I'm in the midst of watching The Punisher. But, like, besides Punisher and, like, Stranger Things, I haven't watched the other 8,000 things that are on Netflix because I'm gaming. That's just, you have to pick and choose. You only have so many times in the day, and you do have to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Or you could be on like very short hours of sleep like I am today and just get your shit done anyway, you know?
Right. That's the other thing. And last but not least, that caller was great. Was the controller. One of the main reasons I flocked to the Xbox in the early days of the 360 was because I just love the Xbox controller. It is if it's not one, it's 1A why I'm an Xbox fan.
Yeah, I mean, look, and also age has nothing to do with gaming either, even though, like, I saw someone tweet something about that earlier, someone famous about people in their 30s shouldn't be gaming or whatever. Like, my mom is a big-time gamer. I just got her a new 3DS XL for Christmas with like a bunch of Zelda games. She loves that. She loves Zelda. She has since I was a kid, and she would play them. She continues to game now. And, like, there's no real restriction on it. Anybody can game There's nothing that says you can't once you hit a certain age or whatever. Now, you're up to you as an individual to understand that there's limits, or make sure you're not abandoning, if you have wife and kids and your responsibilities and your work and stuff like that. So it's up to you to kind of to judge yourself on that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to police yourself. You don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can tell you or anyone can tell anybody, crap, that you can't game, but you should be watching The Voice or Survivor or The Bachelor tonight. I don't see what the difference is. As a matter of fact, I think the people watching The Voice, Survivor, and Bachelor is a little bit more concerning to me at those ages than you picking up a game and playing.
Or watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians or something, right?
Yeah. Or I like watching some Food Network to see what's going on. But if you're watching more than an hour of Food Network, you might also want to figure out, what the hell's going on too. Like you can question any hobby, right?
Yeah. MNC Mornings, what's up? Happy New Year.
Hola, hola. This is Blue, first-time caller. Just wanted to chime in a little bit because we were talking about gaming and your age, and I remember on Twitter someone talking about people who are over 25 and doing gaming, quote unquote, need to be making a living off of it. If they're not, then they're basically losers. And a whole bunch of people decided to chew this guy out. And I'm glad that we're talking about it because I feel that's important to let people know that even if you're older, you can still game. It's not something that, it has this negative connotation, and I feel like it's not something that should be thought of that way. But do you guys tell people in your life, people you work with in your professional life, that you game? And if you do, what do they say about it? Okay, thanks, bye.
That was great to have Blue calling. Thank you, Blue. That's a good, great series of questions. Go ahead, Crap.
It depends. I mean, I don't go around going, "Hey, I'm a big old gamer." I'm a crap gamer. I don't ever say that.
No.
That's for damn sure.
No, I mean, the thing is, no, gaming definitely comes up. It's discussed, and like the thing about it is the same thing I'm telling you is the same thing I say to them. I'm like, well, what did you do yesterday? The number one answer I get is I went to bed. I'm like, well, that sounds awesome. Great. I don't know. Listen, Jay-Z had an awesome song that came out years ago. I don't know if it was on the Blueprint 3, but it was called Forever Young. And
old Rod Stewart tune, huh?
Yeah. Well, I like Jay-Z's version better. but yeah, you know what I mean? Like I want to stay forever young. Like that's the way I am. Like I have fun. When we go out, I have fun. When we go out with friends, like I think was it Lucas?
Hashtag fun.
Hashtag fun. I have hashtag fun no matter what I'm doing. That's just,
I mean,
the way I am.
It is, and it's like you gotta divide it up too. Like yesterday, I decided to stay on PUBG, even though Noof was doing some Mario Kart stuff. Next time I'll have to jump in on that. We've done some Star Trek Bridge Crew in VR, which was really fun.
Yeah, man, and it's hysterical. Crap.
It is, because like you're doing the Kobayashi Maru, and I'm captain, and you're the helmsman, and we've got Jago in there, and
we were doing. You know what we sounded like
Corbs.
when we started that? When we started that mission, we sounded like the beginning of Super Troopers. When they're like, pull over, like we can't pull over.
Yeah, we can't pull over.
He's already as far as he can go.
Exactly.
So
exactly. Yeah.
But
by the end of it, yeah, we were like, fire, phasers, no, photons, torpedoes, and you know what I mean. Like, it's so fun. It's just that's what gaming's all about, man. If you're not having fun gaming, I don't know what to tell you, but. A lot of people can use gaming for different things. If you got anxiety, depression, there's a lot of different ways.
That's
escapism,
right, too. It does. It gives you an opportunity to get out. It also gives you an opportunity that if you're not somebody that likes to go out and interact with people at Starbucks, okay, you don't want to get a coffee and socialize.
I've never
with a
been to a Starbucks, so
well, you should try it. Crap, it's not the worst thing, but nonetheless, no, I'm not going to talk you into a $7 coffee. All I'm saying is this, okay? Is that
good Lord, $7?
It's almost
I can get almost $2 of gas for that price, bro. Come on.
You can get 4 buckets of coffee beans for that, okay?
Jeez,
is what it is.
Yeah,
it is ridiculous.
Man.
But no, but what I'm saying though is it does kind of give people that out that may have anxiety or something like that, so they can go on and play and kind of socialize, and they don't have to do the face-to-face thing, but yet they're very social in the gaming world and gaming space. So there's a lot of different reasons, and nobody should say anything like that to you. Like I said, whenever somebody says something to you like, I can't believe you game at that age, I just turn around and I say, well, please tell me what in the world you're doing that I'm missing. And it's usually just watching a Netflix show, watching something on ABC, CBS, or NBC, or it's just they went to bed early. And I'm like, well, you're just primed for retirement. It looks like you're a senior citizen. Myself, personally, I'm always going to stay young at heart, man. I have a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Anybody that games with me knows that I'm very active and loud. Maybe not as loud as my podcasting, But definitely like to be verbal and have a good time and have a great discussion in the chat. So
absolutely, 100% agree.
Should
with
take
you.
a call. I apologize. Maybe a voicemail. I've been that was a hell of a call.
We should, because we've sitting there been talking about this for a while. But yeah,
Great
that was
call, Blue.
that was a great one. Yes, thank you.
So we have a new caller. He goes by Legend 4.
Okay, always good to get a new one in there.
Hey fellas, Legend 4 here. Just wanted to call and wish you gentlemen a happy new year. I appreciate everything you guys do. You make the drive to and from work fantastic, something I look forward to. Without you guys, wouldn't have found Dealer or Zaire or Colt Eastwood. So I appreciate you guys representing the community, and let's change the narrative for 2018 and let's set the tone. Appreciate it again. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks.
Happy New Year to that caller as well. That was cool. I appreciate that, man. That's it is kind of like a gateway thing where I stumbled upon Zaire's channel, got interested in that. Zaire got interested in that and his work and how he does everything. I think he's one of the most entertaining people. Found Crap. Me and Crap ended up doing a show on the side on his channel, which then turned into Xbox Nation, and everything just kind of metamorphosized from there. And then you see so many people coming out and doing their thing and becoming big, and it's great. It is absolutely fantastic. It doesn't matter to me who you listen to or who you follow. Just enjoy what you enjoy. And the best thing about YouTube and all of this is let people express themselves. It was the main reason I came on. I wanted to express how I was feeling. And that's the same thing why I said to Crap and Jay, it's really important for MNC Mornings to exist because it's important for the gamers to have a voice. You guys listen to all of our shows. You listen to all these other shows. And you guys have developed and formed your own opinions on things. And this is an outlet for you guys to call in, ask a question, or just get something off your chest. And that's fine. That's the way it should be. Because there is a lot of...
It's our time down here.
Sure
it is.
Time. So I mean, it is your time. Like, go ahead and do that. Call in and be a part of the show. And a lot of people, shout out to Blue, shout out to Luca.
Because of Crap's masterful, artful use of magnetic titles that brought me to this awesome community. Hey, man, score one for the good guys, right? Like,
that
seriously.
That guy is a wordsmith.
You know what? That is a wordsmith right there. Woo. Holy shit. Yes, next time someone accuses me of clickbaiting, I'm gonna go, no. It's my masterful, artful use of magnetic titles that actually brings people into the community.
Copy that and give So Shady a red cent every time you use it.
That is beautiful. Nice. It is. Yes. It is. Wow, good stuff. We should get another one in, though. Who we got,
yes.
J-Dubs?
Jay, do you mind doing another one?
Sure. We've got our old spooky friend, Mr. Scorpio 4K60.
Oh.
Mr. Scorpio, huh?
Great voice.
This could go either way.
It could go anyway.
Hello, MC Morning. That's Mr. Scorpio 4K60. And I'm back from vacation in the Bahamas, celebrating the Xbox One X success. Sorry, I could not talk to the MC Morning crew because of my connection. But I've been playing a ton of X. Sometimes I'm offline on Xbox Live so you can't see me because I am doing secret things with Sea of Thieves, Crackdown 3, and the new Fable game. And I had a wonderful Christmas dinner with my friends in the Xbox Lounge, Mikey Barra, and Aaron Greenberg, who knows how to play some PubG. Hope everyone's been enjoying PubG. It's a great game, and if you decide to complain about it, I'm going to have to bring you to Bahamas and leave you in the water for the sharks. And now it's beginning to be a new year, 2018, which isn't the year of X, but it will be the year of games in the Xbox side. You people will see, and you people will bow down. And I'm talking to you, Yoshida, you better get ready. I know you've been here in MC Morning somehow, some way, but you should come to me. And I would like to invite a special guests from the MC Morning Call and Sir X-Men. Do you want to go on a free vacation? Reply to me on Twitter or the next episode or any chat. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. I have snail mail over here. Alright, Mr. Scorpio out. And don't forget to keep playing your exes. Happy New Year.
I think he calls in and does that when he's on like 5 Unison pills.
Yeah, like I don't know what the hell the deal is with that, but it's creepy.
He didn't even finish yet. Like, what's hysterical about...
it's not Yoshida, I know that.
You know, it's funny. I know it's not, and I still think it is.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so similar to the Danny Boy-esque, if you will. But yeah, you know, I mean, just you know, another thing that was in the news crap that we could talk about was Connect wire is no longer available. People were bringing it up to me. And does anybody really care at this point? I mean, who cares that Connect is not available anymore? Is anyone even using it?
I use it.
Well, yeah, you're using it, but I mean, you're using it more for voice commands, right? As far as like TV on and off, volume up and down.
Yeah, that's what I use it for. I don't use it.
You still do it for screenshots and that kind of stuff, or no?
I press the button.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And once that's why I took mine off. Was I once it was, you know, not being utilized anymore for the gaming world. You know, the volume, I'm using a headset most of the time, so I just mute the volume on the TV anyways.
Yeah.
So there goes that. So Beetle comment here, very nice.
Oh, Alan
Walsh, everybody.
Yeah, we gotta have him back on Crossfire
I
because
think his 3 weeks is up. He's on this Friday. We haven't talked about it yet, but Alan, keep that in your reserves.
Yeah, because me and him both were saying that it was Playground Games like weeks and weeks ago.
Right.
And now he was the one that kind of saw that they changed up how they did the thing. Now it's just like it's not a new IP anymore, but an exciting IP. So yeah, like very, very cool stuff. Very cool guy. Always happy to have him on Crossfire and stuff like that. So
yeah, hope to have him back really soon. Actually, to be honest with you, especially with all the news, the late break. And you know, this week's just gonna break way more stuff. Because every time a rumor breaks, like we've had last week, crap, everything compounds, right? So it's just gonna be more and more. Another leak, another developer that worked for so and so at one point in time found out from so and so that he said this. So there's gonna be a lot more coming off of what we already know from last week's rumors. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. So
we should probably take another voicemail too. We went on such a rant earlier in the show, crap. You and I.
Yeah, we did. You know, plus we were actually covering some of the really good questions that we got. You know, so that's always
amazing
good too,
questions today from the
and
chat.
that's why we take calls, right, guys?
Yeah,
that's exactly
why we do it. So who do we got on deck?
So we've got Mr. Zombie Killer.
All right, the usual.
Hello, MC Mornings. This is Mr. Zombie Killer. I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year for 2018. And I hope everyone had a great Christmas. And the countdown sale is still on, so there's pretty good game sales going on if you haven't got anything. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Xbox community, Crap Gamer, and Mooch, and J-Dubs, of course, and hope you have a lot more beers and beer. And press that Hadouken for me.
Hadouken!
Please. Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2018. It's going to be a fun year. CFT is coming. Excited. Alright, thank you. Mr. Zombie.
Great. No, happy New Year to you too, buddy. Yeah, a lot of these calls are coming in. People were leaving voicemails, you know, throughout the week that we were off too. So, you know, Jay, you know, I want to remind everybody too, hit the go ahead and hit that Skype up. You know, give us a buzz if any questions you have, especially with all the big rumors and mysteries that are coming out over the past week. If you got any questions, Crap covered a lot of things on his channel this week with his videos. A lot of great podcasts this week went on YouTube, so there's a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, and I mean there's a lot of cool stuff going on right now. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I mean it's all good stuff. So it's always good to hear from the fans and have them call in and Skype and all that kind of stuff. So, but we do got an old favorite on deck actually. So
let's do it. Old Faithful is always one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? I was just wondering, do you guys think there is any chance of a Gears of War 2 Ultimate Edition coming out next year? Do you think they do that so they could hold people over to the next Gears of War? Okay.
Good question. Yeah, that was good question, Space Cat. No, you know what? I don't think that we'll do another Ultimate Edition. I think that they'll just that might like fracture the audience a little bit. I think the reason why they did the first one was just because they knew it would be a little bit longer and people were really clamoring for a Gears multiplayer on Xbox One. I don't really see people clamoring for a different, let's play Gears 2. Like to me, Gears 4 multiplayer is much better anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with what it is right now. So.
All right, awesome. Now, I love the. Now, Jay, was that you who added the sound effects, or was that Space Cat?
Oh no, that was me. I thought Space Cat's been such a regular since the beginning. I thought that he needed his own seagulls, basically, but instead of seagulls, we have baby kittens.
That's fine. That's great.
That is, yeah. That was hilarious. Yeah,
it's awesome playing a lot of games with Space Cat too. Crap. So
so we gotta hear him go. Okay. Hey Mooch. Hey Crap.
You know what I like is when we play, he doesn't use his Space Cat at all. He reserves that for the show. That's a true professional.
Well, sometimes I'll bring it up and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Hey Mooch. Hey Crap.
Yeah. Great, but he's actually a baritone.
Yeah.
This is really funny. Take a second here while everyone catches their breath. We're wrapping up near. We have a few more calls to take, but I want to thank everyone. Please do listen to what Crap and Jay were saying earlier in the show. Help us out on Patreon. We do have the link below. We don't ask for the $1 and a dream. We gave away our winner this month. We're gonna have February 1st. We'll be doing it again. For $1, you can get that $60+ game, whatever it is. Game PSN Plus. Games with gold, Xbox Live. You can get whatever you want for $60. We do it every month to our Patreon folks, and we will have our Xbox One XOXO this month coming out for our Patreon members.
Yeah, we do.
Tiers.
We're gonna be kicking it off old school. We got a lot of cool stuff to do. Hey, we got a call though. MNC Mornings, what's up?
All right. Hey, Mooch. Hey, Crap. This is X Man here. I had a theory about the games that you guys were talking about that they are supposed to be bringing back, like Mech Assault and, Perfect Dark and the other games. And a lot of people are saying that, nobody cares about those games. But here in Xbox, if people play games and they see friends playing games and then they talk about it, unlike on PlayStation, who doesn't really talk about games, that they play and to pass it on. But the Xbox community plays games that
Xbox community?
Everyone wants to play, and they tell their friends about it, and their friends go get it, and their friends go get it, so on, so on, so on, so on. That's why we sell more games and more software. I just want your opinion on that because I want Mech Assault. And hey, Luca. All right. Gotta go, guys. Have a good one.
You know what? If that's true, then Mech Assault could be being worked on by Studio Gobo. They're a studio that could do that for sure. Hadouken! Apparently people like that.
They love the Hadouken.
Yeah, did he not say Xcock community? I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure he was just thirsty and made a Freudian slip. Thank you for repeating it for us.
Yes, I know, right? Hey, that's not a bad word, my friend.
There you go. No, I mean, is Mech Assault the game that came with that monstrous controller?
No, that's a different game. Mech Assault was like a game that really utilized
played Mech Assault.
Xbox Live. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's probably not a game that would be super expensive either.
I just think that the nostalgia factor, everybody, and Sir X-Man, you're definitely I know he's an old school gamer, so shout out to Sir X-Man. For I know he would probably buy it day one.
Steel Battalion was the game with
Steel
that.
Battalion, thank you. That was the one that a buddy of mine had that controller.
Mech Assault was basically like a top-down third-person Titanfall, in a way.
Okay.
Think about it.
I know the game. I just for some reason was thinking that it was the one with the controller. Steel Battalion's the one that had that massive controller. It was like 2 feet by 2 feet. You needed a table to play it. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I just think that a lot of times, whether we're talking about Shenmue or we're talking about Mech Assault or even the people like bring back Steel Battalion. People wanted Crimson Skies. It's back, and wow, it's really on everyone's Xbox. No, it's not. People just, I think we've got to stop living in the past so much. occasionally to have a great game like come back and be redone is amazing, and it should be done, and TLC and money needs to go into it. But these, you know, when they're just quickly revamping something just to throw the name back out there again, I don't know. Personally, I just let your memory be as good as you remember it, and don't let a new memory ruin your old one.
But I think that something with MechAssault would work good for what Microsoft wants to do. First of all, that's going to enable the cloud, because a lot of that, it's just like the multiplayer stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that really could be something that they could really like. You could probably do some microtransactions, all good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I that's what I think would be pretty damn cool, to be honest with you. So
right.
Yeah, I just in my opinion anyway.
Yeah, you know, on PSN Down, to answer your question, we're going to interview a developer. We went through all that. We have a few people that we've reached out to, or we're thinking of reaching out to. I shouldn't say we haven't reached out to them yet. There's a few people that me and Crap may end up doing an interview with. We have talked to them. But to be honest with you, when it comes to executives and stuff, I've always said this. I'll say it on the air. Having executives on a show a lot of times is like just reading an instruction manual, right? I mean, they can't really answer any questions. Hey, when's this coming out? Not at liberty to say. Hey, what do you think this is going to be in the future? We're not at liberty to say. What would you say is your favorite game? We like them all. Oh, okay. Great interview.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like a lot of times when you see an executive come on, or even the executive interviews at E3, very few times, unless it's something that's a hot debate, like there was a couple of the questions that Phil answered on the Giant Bomb couch that I thought was very good. I thought that, you know, I don't like Jeff Gertzman that much as far as a reviewer, but he wasn't bad at interviewing Phil. And I thought that show was decent, and they got Phil to say a few things, but really it was just on subject of what he said on stage. And, you know, at this point, there's nothing going on stage. So having an executive a lot of times come on a show, I talked to him in the DMs, and you know, it's always very, very generic answer, because let's be honest, they can't answer it.
Yeah.
They can't come on the air and tell Mooch and Crap or tell anybody on a podcast.
M&C Mornings, by the
Sorry
way.
about that. Come on down. Yes.
What's up?
You know.
What's up? ¿Cómo estás? Hello. How you doing?
Hi, my name is Juan, and I'd like to ask the question of when the new update for PUBG is gonna come. I like to play with my friend Jose. We have lots of fun times. Thank you.
I'll let you handle that one. Buddy.
Hey Juan, what's up, bro? The update's coming next week sometime. Didn't you hear that the update was coming next week, Mooch?
I do believe it's coming. I heard rumors are Tuesday or Wednesday from people that are playing it hardcore, but nothing's in writing.
Yeah, yeah, like it's supposed to fix the frame rate a lot stuff too. So, yeah, that would be horrible. Horrible. He's Mexican, like literally. Like,
yes, he is.
It's not a fake. It's
no.
He's really Mexican. So, yeah. So next week sometime, I'm looking forward to getting it. Maybe we'll definitely get a sturdier frame rate or something. You know, that'll be cool. So we do appreciate the call in. Thank you. Thanks for the question. Hey, I'm looking forward to it as well. J-Dubs, who do we got on deck? Let's round out these voicemails.
So we've got two left. We've got True Racer YT on deck.
Okay, True Racer.
What up, Crap? What up, Mooch? And what up, JWs? Hey, everybody. Albino Rhinos in the house. Hey, Mooch. I mean, can I get a game? I mean, yeah. Anyways, JWs, anyone's doubting your skills, tell them go play the PlayStation. Oh, shots fired. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, True Racer YT. Y'all know I be on YouTube, I be on Twitter, I be all over the place. I'm here every week on MSC Mornings, listening in the background. Might not be in the chat because I might be busy with my kid or something like that. Could be busy doing some behind-the-scene work on YouTube for my channel, whatever. But, I'm always here. But, hey, guys, I made a video the other day, Top 10 Racing Games of 2018. Now, I want you guys to check this video out. I want to know what your #1 choice is out of the games mentioned in the video, whether that be an honorable mention, because there's 3 honorable mentions on top of the top 10. Whatever game is your #1 choice for the most excited you are to play that particular game. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? And I look forward to hearing from everybody. And If you don't know who I am on YouTube, I mean, the name is True Racer YT. Just search it on YouTube. You'll find me. You'll find my video. It's got a nice little thumbnail for that video. That car looks pretty nice. I did good work on that. Okay. All right, I'm done scratching my own back right there. But anyways, everybody, I can't wait till Sunday to check this thing out and have another wonderful MSC Morning Sunday. And y'all better recognize, without JW's, MSC Mornings just ain't the same. Oh, okay. All right. Oh no, my PlayStation just blew up. Gotta go.
His PlayStation just blew up.
Yeah.
No, good to see True Racer come on and put his voice out there. Big time supporter of the show. He's always following us all on Twitter and retweeting. Thank you for all you do in the community too, True Racer. It is very cool. Did see your video. It's funny, crap. I'm never going to say that the work that Turn 10 does and Playground does with Horizons, Forza Horizons, are just top notch. They're the best in the business, I think. Myself personally, I have Forza 7. I have Forza Horizon 3, which is going to get that big bump. The X enhancements coming. I believe.
On the 15th.
Right, and I'm excited. I'll try it. But I mean, I'm not a race car guy, and I don't know why. I guess I'm just not. I'm not into cars like that. You know what I mean? That's just never been my thing. I have an appreciation for cars. Like if you drive your, crap, you pull up, you're like, oh, check out my new, Ferrari. I'm like, that's nice.
You're not going to be like, hey, let's pop the hood and put some spark plugs in that bitch.
Yeah, pop that shit. Let's put that new fan belt in. I don't know about you, but I'm bored as shit.
Yeah, that ain't me either.
No,
that's why I don't PC game either. Let's crack this bitch open and install this new Titan ZY42X reverse Blue Jay, because then my thing's going to sing at 120 hertz with some reverse HDR, and, I could be that. No, that's not me.
And shame on me, because Alan Walsh is in the chat still. Alan, I really would like to play with someone who's an enthusiast. Alan Walsh's Xbot, Dealer, these guys love Forza games, and I think that's what I'm missing. I've never actually teamed up and went through a game with them and enjoyed the game properly. Do you know what I mean? Like the way that a true racing fan would.
Yeah, exactly. So appreciate the call in, True Racer. What was his question? Because he kind of went on there for a little bit.
I don't think he necessarily had a question.
Yeah, it was more of a. I think maybe it was just. Jay?
Sorry, what were you asking?
What was True Racer's question?
What? John Doe, what?
True Racer, he had basically, I think he was just praising us all.
And then pimping his channel too, right?
Yes. Pimping his
channel. Okay.
Channel.
Well, we do have one more, call or voicemail, right?
Yes, we do, but before that, we want to announce that Hamwich won the Pony Prize.
Oh, congratulations, Hamwich. You definitely won something. Woo!
We have a winner. Yeah, what it'll be, Hamwich? You don't know. We might not know, but you will find out.
Yes.
No, we'll definitely get something over to you. Always good to have the Pony Prize winner announced. I did notice the Pony Prize go by, so bravo to Hamwich for winning.
Yeah, in case you're new, whenever you see the pony go by, you call in and Skype and you win. Woo! See?
Pretty simple, guys. Pretty simple stuff. Do you want to do that? We'll do that last voicemail.
Yeah.
We are approaching the 1 o'clock hour.
Yeah, let's get it done. Let's do it.
Yes, so our last voicemail is our favorite Ninja Turtle.
Raphael. Man, we haven't had a Luca call or a
to the Hashi. To the Hashi.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. We have a lot of new callers though, crap.
Hello, Mooch, Crap, and J-Dubs. It's your favorite Ninja Turtle, Raphael, and I'm calling you from the now frozen tundra that is Massachusetts, as you guys know. So I have two questions for you guys. Number one, do you think Microsoft has poised themselves to do the unthinkable for the release of the Xbox 2 or whatever they're going to call it? Now that the Xbox One X is backwards and forwards compatible, it is now feasible to release a great killer application at the release of the next-gen console, because the two user base are now one and large enough to sustain the return of investment needed for such a large title. Imagine 2020, Xbox 2, Gears of War 5 comes bundled with it. What do you think about that? Secondly, I came recently across an article about Bungie and Destiny 2, and an admission from one of the developers saying that the Eververse, the microtransactions coming with Destiny 2, were done because it was quote-unquote too hard for them to pump out content and charge in a normal manner for it, highlighting their laziness. My God, this is the company that gave us Halo. What do you guys think of that? Are microtransactions now a way for devs to be lazier? Happy Sunday, and I'll probably listen to you on Monday morning when I go to work.
Well, that was a good call in by Raphael. And Raphael, I'll tell you, there's no disappointment greater than what I got. The Bungie folks, I don't know if that's a decline. Maybe they're, what's funny, crap? We haven't seen anything come out news-wise, but there must be something going on at Bungie that no one's talking about, right?
Bungie's dead. Good thing Microsoft got rid of those guys just in time.
But I think there's some
Destiny's dead. Nobody plays that game
until Destiny 3. But
no,
the thing
Destiny
about it
3. They should just cancel that shit.
Yeah,
Bungie
$6 billion.
Yeah, well, no, nobody's gonna go back and buy it. Like they totally.
They're gonna have to earn people. I told you when they come out the next time, it'll be more user friendly because what they're gonna do is they're gonna come out. They're gonna make it more like Destiny 1. They're gonna give away all their DLC is probably gonna be free because they lost a lot of people. Even their hardcore, like you say, walked away.
Yep.
So how do you get people to come back? Free shit. So, like, the minute you throw free shit...
Not like no one goes back to Call of Duty. Call of Duty is different. Where you had some people that walked away from the new style Call of Duty, you had new people that picked it up, and now you have people that'll play the both. But with Destiny, I think what's different is people really felt screwed over. Like, really hardcore Destiny fans felt extremely screwed over by Destiny 2. So I think that's a little bit of a difference. And I don't see anybody playing it anymore.
No, there's not. Well, it's funny you say that, but I do have 2 or 3 people that are continuously playing the game, and they're not, they're not doing YouTube channels or anything like that. They're just people that I've met in the Destiny community.
Was that one annoying dude yesterday?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
Xbot.
Destiny
Xbot.
Xbot.
Xbot is playing it though. He is enjoying that game. Listen, the game is still #fun. You just gotta want to play what they're providing. The problem is what people have come to expect from Destiny. It's just not. And to be honest with you, crap, there's so many games right now. There's so much going on, and with PUBG taking up a lot of my multiplayer time, I'll be honest with you, this has been the perfect storm. I feel bad that I blew that kind of money on Destiny 2, but I have played the DLC. I'm just a smidgen under max score. I kind of kept up with the Joneses. No need for me to really, really hustle and bustle until the next DLC is announced. And then I'll kind of rank myself. I'm about 10 or 15 light level from getting to where I need to be. And then I can jump right into the next one. That'll take me no time at all. I mean, my point being is that I'm going to get my money's worth. I'm going to keep playing when the DLC drops. But it's not what it was. It's not what it was. And listen, I'm telling you, crap. Just like everyone loves a comeback. Everyone loves a comeback. And Destiny 3 will have all the fan favorite stuff. They're going to be giving you DLC. At least the first 2-3 amounts of DLC will be free or included. Watch. And then you're going to see like a lot of the stuff that they didn't give you unless you played for hours and hours and hours, as far as like maybe some of the stuff you'd wear, just the looks and appearance of your character will be given to you free. I think they're going to cater more to the customer next time because they, like you said, they don't have to win you back, crap. You're gone already. But they got to win back the people that were really their blood and support line that have left during Destiny 2. And the only way to do that is free shit. Free shit always works.
Could be. True Racer said his question was, what's our most anticipated racing game for 2018? Which is obviously Forza Horizon 4. Come on.
Yeah, I would say Forza Horizon 4. I love that they're going to Japan with it. I love the lights, the look, the feel of what they're going to do. I like city racing much more than this big open country stuff. I just like, I don't know, I'm just city guy.
It'll still be some open country, like
there'll be some, but there's but the majority of what Japan is known for, if you're looking at what they've done in like the movies and stuff, are all in city, and that's really cool.
I'm thinking it'll be cool in HDR. I think it'll look fantastic.
Mind blowing.
So, exactly. Mind blowing. So, Jay, do we have a Wheel of Wonder?
Of course we do. Let's bring it up.
Hell yeah!
Says he may have a Forza Horizon 4 scoop dropping soon, so stay tuned to fullthrottle.com.
He's going to confirm that it's Forza Horizon.
I do hear the wheel ever so slightly.
I don't know if everyone's echoing. Yeah, epic echoes.
Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel,
Spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Today, I feel like the luckiest man in the face of the world.
Still a great speech.
Oh, he fixed it.
He did.
Jay, you.
Nice. And was he a new caller, Jay?
No, he's called in the past.
Has he? I haven't seen him. Okay, that's the name just looks unfamiliar. So
Yeah. Sorry about the echoes, guys.
Congratulations to Jay Yoon then. That's cool.
That was
Hell yeah, man.
That was probably that was also because of the frantic testing that Mooch and I were doing an hour before the show, and I was like changing settings and I forgot to change them back. Sorry about that, everyone.
That's okay. Actually, you know, Blue said the echo sounded pretty damn cool. I thought they did too. That was a true echo, not an annoying one. It was just like crap. What are you doing?
Yeah, I could do a whole show like that. I think it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I actually dug it myself. But no, great show today, folks. Listen, you know, just a quick reminder, please do, if you have the opportunity, visit our Patreon page. Like I say, $1 and a dream. Can't thank everyone that is a current Patreon member and future ones to be a part of the MNC family. From all of us, we really, really say thank you. And yeah, I don't know, what do we got, Crab? We got Xbox Nation on Wednesday.
Yeah, it could be on your channel, could be on my channel. We'll see.
Tuned. We'll find out, folks. We'll find out.
We'll let you know. It could be anything. Hey, let's hear the Mooch and Crab theme song and then the outro. Rack 'em up. Have a great afternoon.
Peace, everyone.
Mooch and Crab, Mooch and Crab. They talk about games and no drama smack. Search the web for media ties to catch these ponies in their lives. Look out! Here comes Mooch and Crab. Are they bots? Listen up. They have Mountain Dew in their blood. NeoGaf, Xbox Reds, Crab's got 10 dog all over it. Hey there! Here comes Mooch and Crab. From a tweet of Phil, Xbox hate will arrive like the Scorpio. Mooch and Crab, but just in time. Mooch and Crab, Mooch and Crab. Daily gaming duel, Mooch and Crab. YouTubing is their core. A thumb in is its reward to them. Xbox is one big hangout. Whenever there's a game out, you'll find Mooch and Crab.
Wake on up, it's Mooch, it's Crab, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crab Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crab Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crab Show.